Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jasmine if you are new here. Today I'm going to be sharing my current and updated everyday makeup routine. I will be using the new Fenty Eavesdrop today as well. I'm so excited to try it out. It's a new foundation complexion product, I should say, from Fenty. It's more so a skin tint foundation than it is like a regular foundation, which is what I've been really into lately. So yeah, we're gonna get right into the video. For my everyday makeup routine, I definitely like to start out with sunscreen. I'm using this one from Summer Fridays today. It's their Shade Drops Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Milk Sunscreen. I'm gonna apply this here. I really like this sunscreen because it literally melts right into my skin. It does have a slight cast, but once I threw makeup over it, you can't really tell. Sunscreen check. One thing about my skin, y'all, it is so dark spot prone. If I don't use sunscreen and I step outside, any little situation on my face will turn into a dark spot. So sunscreen really helps prevent that. Whenever I forget to wear it, even if it's just like a day or two, I notice a dark spot forming immediately. So next I'm going to use this NARS bronzer. This is the NARS Laguna bronzer. I am using shade 4 in this bronzer. This has been kind of my routine for the past few months. I go right in with bronzer, and I've been using this one as well as the Chanel bronzer. But last week I was out in the sun pretty much the entire week, so I have been using this one instead because it's a little deeper in shade. So I just put it right here, little J, I guess. And then right here. And I honestly started doing my makeup like this back when I went to the Mary Phillips class, but I was doing my makeup like this but still doing full coverage. And then when summer hit, I kind of went into this really light coverage makeup. This bracelet is annoying. I'm gonna take it off. I went into this really light makeup phase, and I've been stuck there ever since. So I have been doing my makeup really light. I have been doing the lightest makeup of my life, and I've been really enjoying it. I feel like it looks very natural, and it does not take any time whatsoever. It literally takes me like 10 minutes, 5 if I really wanted it to do my makeup. Today I'm going to add a little razzle dazzle. I'll add some lashes, so it's going to take a little longer, but you don't need to. I haven't been doing that. I'm going to take the same bronzer. I'm using this IT Cosmetics brush, this one. I have all the brushes linked below. And I'm going to use the smaller side to do my nose. Sometimes I use a blending brush, like an eyeshadow blending brush for this, just to contour my nose a little bit. And this step I typically do whether whether it's a light makeup day or a full coverage day. I like to go in and redefine my nose because I feel like it gets lost once I apply, like, I feel like it can get lost under product. So just do this to redefine very quickly, just like this. I look crazy. I look insane. Right after bronzer, I typically will go in with my concealer, but since I'm trying the Fenty Eavesdrop today, and I just realized this is Eavesdrop and not Easy Drop. I don't know why. Last night I was on Fenty's Instagram and I saw everybody calling this Eavesdrop, and my mind was blown. So anyways, this is the Eavesdrop Blur and Smooth Tint Stick, and I got the shade 20. So this is the packaging. I did have, and I loved the Eavesdrop liquid, but I did recently toss mine out. They were expired, and I wanted to get rid of anything that was expired in my makeup drawers. I think I had those for like 3 years maybe. So I got rid of them, but this one, maybe 2 years. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but it was expired for sure. The liquid was all separated. It looks disgusting, so I got rid of them. This is the actual bottle here, and I love the packaging. It's so cute. I love the minimal but chic design of it, and I think it's really cute. So this one comes in 25 shades, I believe, and it is a light coverage long wear skin tint stick with a creamy smooth texture that instantly blurs while melted into skin for a natural finish. It's a light to medium coverage natural finish cream formulation. This is what the product looks like. I do have the shade 20. So I have been stalking their Instagram just to see how it applies on different skin types and tones. What I noticed is that this is very light coverage, which is exactly what I've been doing, so I felt like it would be perfect for my routine. I wanted to try it out. I did already try this a couple days ago, but I didn't do my full routine. I kind of just threw it all over my face just to see the color was right and the shade was right. So I used the shade 20. In the other Eavesdrop, I was mixing 20 and 21 to get like a really nice match, but with this I think the coverage is lighter. I don't think you necessarily need to mix products. So I'm gonna apply this right here. I'm gonna start right here, and then I'll add a little bit to my forehead like that. I want to add very little product, so I'm not doing too much, and I'm gonna take a brush and just brush it in to my cheek. I'll do half my face first so you guys can kind of see the difference, like from one side to the other. Okay, maybe I'll add like here so you can see that a little easier. And then just to the forehead. I am adding a generous amount of product, and I feel like it's still light coverage, so you do not have to worry about this product. You can build it. I think it says buildable light to medium coverage. It's like a filter, a light filter, which it looks really good. So this is one side of my face here. You can see it kind of just blurred slightly, like really lightly blurred out my imperfections. You can still see a lot of it, but it's just a nice veil. You can see how it compares to this side here. Side 1 and side 2. I'm gonna add some on this side, and I was reading about this on Fenty's website. They said that it's for all skin types, and I can kind of see that. It's not really super dewy, it's not really matte, it's kind of like right in the middle in terms of the formula. So add some back here. As somebody who's not necessarily a big fan of stick products, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm not the biggest fan of stick products, foundation products. I think this is actually one that I will use because it's not overly dewy or like creamy. I don't like that because I have oily combo skin, and those types of products just do not work for me. Like, they're just too much. My skin is oily on its own. I do not need any extra like creamy dewy products. And I'm using a Makeup Forever brush to apply this. I really love this brush from Makeup Forever. It's their, oh my gosh, it's literally like wiping off. That's how much I've been using it. It's, I think, 109. I'll have a link below. It's really good. I love the shape because you can get into these little areas. It has this like oval. Okay, this looks really good. I love. And in the original Eavesdrop, the liquid shade 20 is clearly too light for me, especially in the summer. Like, it would be like 21 was a little too deep, 20 was a little too light, so I would mix them to get a perfect match. But this 20 is definitely different, I think, personally. Like, I think it's a little different. I don't know. I'm loving the way this looks. I think it's such a beautiful natural finish. I think this is a great addition to my everyday makeup routine. It's just such a light coverage. It looks really good and very natural, which is what I'm going for. Moving along, we're gonna get into concealer. Lately I have been trying out the Makeup Forever HD Skin Concealer. I've been really loving this. It's also part of their HD Skin line, which is a more natural, less coverage than their regular HD line. This does give a decent amount of coverage. You want to have some type of coverage because it is concealer, but it's not as thick as their other HD concealer. We're just gonna apply a little bit here. This is in the shade 4.0Y, so it's a yellow tone concealer. I'm gonna use the other end of my IT Cosmetics brush to just blend this. Alright, I'm gonna blend under my eye as well. sometimes I let this sit. Sometimes I do let my concealer sit under my eye, but today we're just gonna go ahead and blend it. I don't really have time for all that. When I'm in a hurry, I do not have time to let anything sit, so I just go ahead and blend right away. And I'm also not looking for the most coverage, so it's okay. Also, I have pretty much switched from using sponges to completely using brushes, and it's so different for me. I'm adding a little concealer under my brow, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. So my brows have been really quick and easy as well. First, I like to use some type of brow gel. I'm using this one from 𝐚𝐤𝐿 today, and I'm just gonna use this to set my brow hairs up like this. I just comb this through. This one is clear. Did I say that already? I probably did. But I use it to comb my brow hair up. I love the look of a laminated brow, so that's what I try to achieve. Like going like this. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I do find that this holds my brows in place for a long time. It also doesn't have that white residue that other brow gels have. It's called the Brow Sensei. I do really enjoy using it, so I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. So while that's sitting, I'm gonna go ahead and start setting my concealer. I'm using the One Size powder in the pink color. This is the one I've been using the most lately. So I'm gonna use this brush to apply it. I think it's a powder brush, I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna apply that. I'm just gonna press it under my eye. The pink powder is very brightening, so instead of applying a really light concealer, doing this pink powder does help brighten under my eye, and it looks more natural, I think, than when I do a really light concealer. Now, don't get me wrong, there are days where I will whip out my bright concealer, like if, you know, I don't know, if I feel like going all glam. But on regular days, like every day, I definitely like using this method instead, because it does give me the similar, it gives a similar effect without being too bright. I'm gonna apply some here as well. You guys can see like it brightens a ton. Also, shout out to One Size. Like, I saw that Beyonce was using their setting spray at her concert, and let me tell you, that One Size setting spray is no joke, girl. It's literally no joke. I use this spray religiously. Like, I went on my hike last week and I sprayed my face with One Size spray, and not a single makeup was moved during my hike. Like, my makeup stayed in place. Now, why was I wearing makeup on a hike, you may ask? Don't ask. Because I don't have the answer, okay? I just wanted to. Honestly, I didn't even think anything of it until somebody commented. They were like, wait, you wore makeup to go hiking? I thought nothing of it. It was just a regular day in my life. It was just a regular day. I thought nothing of it. I just woke up and applied my makeup. So powder is done. Face is looking really nice and naturally done up. We're going to do some mascara. I'm using the Fenty Thick. Is it called Thick? I don't know. Yeah, hella thick mascara. And I'm just gonna apply some here. Okay, so my brows are pretty much dried, so I'm gonna use the Kosas brow gel. This is the Air Brow, and I used the shade Black in this one. It's not really black, it's like a dark brown. I always say this, but I'm gonna go over the Brow Sensei with this to add some color. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm starting in the middle of my brow, so it's not as, so I can use up some of the product, and then I'll use whatever's left in the front part of my brow. And then just comb it through. I have thought about getting my brows laminated. I've actually made an appointment and then I canceled it because I was just a little nervous about it, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it at some point this year. I really like the look of it. I was just a little nervous. I'm like, do I really want to do this? But it's not as permanent as microblading, so I think it only lasts like a couple months. So I want to try it. Let me know if you've tried brow lamination and what your thoughts are on it. Like, I think it would look really good because I love the look of it. I just chickened out. My brows are definitely not tweezed right now, so I'm going to use a little bit of concealer to just clean up under. This step I don't typically do on an everyday basis, but I will do it today because I want to look my best, you know. I want to look the best. And then I'm going to take a little blending brush and blend that in. I'm not doing it in a very precise way because I want it to look more natural and like effortless. I would use a different brush if I was going for a more precise look, but I want it to look very natural. Also, this concealer shade is not the most like brightening against my complexion, so it also helps it look more natural. Brows are done. Next, we're gonna do some blush. If you watch the vlogs, you know how I feel about this Nude Sticks blush in Pecans or Picante. I'm not sure how you say it, but I have been using this. I've been using this blush nonstop. I love it. I think it's amazing. I have a few blushes I've been rotating through, and this is definitely one of them. It's a beautiful orangey color. I think it's so pretty. So I'm gonna use some of that. You typically you want to use blushes or cream products under powder, but since I didn't use a ton of powder, it's okay. And most of my powder is on this area, not necessarily like right here, so it's fine. It's ideal to use this first. I just prefer to bake sooner than later, so my face does not start creasing as much. I'm gonna just apply some here. I love this color. It's so pretty. I love it as a lip product as well. Sometimes I throw it on my lips. A cheek and lip product, so you can use it both on your cheeks and on your lips. Okay, so I'm using the Rare Beauty blush brush to apply this. How pretty is this? This is so pretty, and you can add more if you want to add more color, but I'm going to leave it like this today. I think it looks really, really pretty. I will add a little touch of my Dior blush, which I also have been loving. This is Dior Glow in Cherry. So pretty. It's a similar shade, so I'm just going to layer it, you know, a little razzle dazzle. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner. This one is in Pillow Talk Intense number 3, and I think it's called something different now, so I'll have it linked below. I have a new lipstick I wanted to try from Lawless. It's in the shade Cookie. They sent over their new lipsticks, so I wanted to try this color. I'm going back over that with a lip liner just to redefine my lips. I'm going to top it with this Rose Skin lip gloss or lip balm, I guess. I quickly threw on some lashes. I'm wearing the Noblesse from Kiss. I'm going to take my little puffer, this thing here, and I'm just going to press under my eye to finish off my makeup. You don't have to do this, and I usually don't do this if I'm in a hurry, but I figured today I would just add a little bit more powder. Just like that. And I get these on Amazon. I'll have them linked below, but they're from Amazon, the little pink puppy. Last step is my setting spray. This is the One Size Until Dawn setting spray. This is probably sold out right now. So there you have it, my current everyday makeup look using the new Fenty Eavesdrop stick. Is it called Eavesdrop stick? Am I making that up? Yeah, this is my everyday makeup look using the Fenty new Eavesdrop stick. Let me know your thoughts on this product down below. So far, I have definitely been enjoying it. I think it gives the perfect amount of coverage and is great for everyday, natural, minimal light makeup. I have to say, I actually like this more than the liquid version. I have to say, I really do. I didn't think that would be possible because, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not usually a stick complexion product. Like, something about this, my biggest problem with a lot of stick foundations or stick complexion products is that they're too creamy, and then a lot of times the shades are just not the right shade for me. This one, I feel like because it's such a light coverage, it's not as creamy for one, it's not as oily, and the shade matches really well. So I really enjoy this. This is definitely going to be part of my routine. I would also like seeing the blushes, the Fenty blushes, in a similar packaging. I think that would be really nice. Those are my thoughts on this product. Let me know your thoughts down below if you're getting it. So yeah, let me know what you think. I will be wearing it all day. If you want to see how it wears throughout the day, check out my vlog on Sunday, because I'll have it in my vlog. The rest of today will be in my vlog on Sunday. And I'll also leave a little blurb on this video because I will have already worn it by the time this video goes up. So I'll have a little blurb on the screen somewhere to let you guys know how it wore throughout the day, how I thought of what I thought about it. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Love you. Bye.